Hey guys, Chow Duke's back, and I'm here to do a TV show review. We're going to be talking about Fox's new show that appeared during the Super Bowl, APB. I know I'm a little late on the uptake. I didn't have a time to catch it during the Super Bowl as I had other projects I was working on. But let's talk about it. So, APB is essentially Tony Stark takes over. If Tony Stark would take over a police department with all of his money instead of making the Iron Man suit. So you have main character Gideon, who is who's like in the desert somewhere showcasing his drone project to a bunch of potential clients. The show doesn't really go over so well, so his friend Sully, so as they're in the car discussing like everything, Sully's always like, I always have to clean up your mess and all this other stuff, but they're just really, really good friends and business partners and whatnot. So, uh, Gideon decides to stop to a pretty much a rundown kind of shop or I guess a liquor store to buy some cigarettes, just to get over the stress and everything that's happened. And while this is going on, and he wants to go buy the lighter, a robbery takes place, and he tries to call the police, and he's put on hold. I mean, granted, the neighborhood's not that good anyway, and I guess Sully kind of mentioned that it wasn't a good neighborhood to pick up cigarettes, but I mean, he was put on hold calling 911, so he is eventually caught by the guy, and I guess he was gonna try to take him hostage because he saw his face on one of the magazines because billionaire, philanthropist, and all that other stuff. Well, Sully comes in, saves him, but gets shot in the process, and he bleeds out. Then we cut to 6 weeks later. We're at a city council meeting, and Gideon shows up, and he wants to buy the new police department. Well, before that, he fills out the incident report and meets this detective cop called Murphy, and she's talking about like all the you know tax breaks and all this other stuff that they're cutting down budget on the police department. So I mean that's why it's not as good as it is. So he proposes to the city council to take over the police department and use this technology to pretty much increase the police department's potential and also to catch Sully's killer, which is his main motivate, which you could just guess is his main motivations for doing everything. So he kind of blackmails the council into doing it, and the mayor's not too happy about it. So we, cut to the police department where they're doing all the upgrades and stuff. We get some like little details about Murphy, how she has a husband and she has a kid. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna do more with that later on. And then cut to the police department. They're getting all the upgrades and stuff, and then Gideon showcases the APB app, which is essentially an app to real time crime. So that way they can just respond right away. It'd be a pretty cool app, in this day and age and whatnot. So he showcases the taser gun. So I guess they're not going to be using real firearms or anything yet. So the first call goes over pretty well. Murphy had a good run. Some kid tries the app on the other two cops. Their names escape me. I apologize. If you watched it and you know the two other beat cops' names, feel free to share that in the comments. But one kid tests it out to see how fast they would get there, and they get there within like 30 seconds, which is, it's a really good response time for, police department. Murphy has a really good takedown, so, everything's people are feeling more comfortable with it. But then there comes an incident where they're chasing down the potential suspect for Sully's killer, and one of the cops ends up getting shot while Gideon's watching it over a drone, and because the drone couldn't really do anything, so he's then later called by the mayor, kind of like by the water, offsite. This takes place in Chicago, by the way. So, he wants, getting out because of the bad press and everything that with the cop getting shot and some of the officers requesting transfers to other departments. And the mayor comes at him, like, I have more departments than you, and I'll take you down if you don't step down. Well, Gideon doesn't, want to step down, so he's working on the drone to see if he can, better utilize it. So, the two other beat cops, same kid texts them with a knife. Well, apparently his dad is, beating his mom, so they're able to take him down, and, the cops kind of like the cop and the kid, they nod at each other, so, doing good. I'm pretty sure they'll have maybe more to do with that kid later on in the series, so I'm not really too sure about that. And then we cut to, them getting more help with Sully's killer, so they're using other criminals to use the app to get more information. That way they can tell who's helping them and who's not, which is a really cool concept. So they eventually find Sully's killer again, or potential killer again, or the suspect. They're able to take him down, with help from getting with the upgraded drone and Murphy. So Murphy and him are having like a good relationship now. I'm pretty sure that's gonna maybe turn into something more. It could just be strictly platonic. Let me know what you guys think about. Is it gonna be a love relationship, or is it just gonna be strictly platonic? Considering that she does, have a husband and all that other stuff. So the pilot ends with Gideon's assistant telling Gideon, like, no, you need to come here. That he's like more people are using the app, and he's like, oh, I mean, we have the resources to do that. And she's like, no, it's ever since that thing where y'all took down the, now that people are more comfortable with after they take down Sully's suspect and take him in custody, people all over the city are starting to use the app. So all you see is like this big pan out of the map and all these people using the APB app. And it ends with Gideon going like, oh boy, because I guess he didn't know what he was really in for. Other than, I thought it was a really good series. It's on Fox if you guys want to check it out. I think I'll be checking it out. I hope it stays on for more of a one season off, because there's Fox does that sometimes with some of their shows, but I think APB has really good potential for a Fox crime show. Futuristic, everything's really cool. I like the technology and all that other stuff, and it's cool to see cops get some of the spotlight. And with that, guys, Chow is out. Let me know what you guys think about APB in the comics, if you watched it or if you're going to check it out. And if you like what I had to say, be sure to give me a like. Subscribe if you want more videos from me. I'm going to be a little bit more consistent in my TV reviews. And with that, guys, we will catch you on the next video. Take care.